Hi, welcome to another video, and today we are looking at American Butterfly and Villa Secrets. Specifically, this figure here, how we make the leap from $18,500 for the prototype website to this $350 million 10-year result with 4,000 such networks. We have an agenda, and we're going to have to go through this, and I'm going to have to go through this as quickly as I can because I'm running out of time, so I can only afford to do this in one take. So if I stumble a bit, there's a stumble there. I'm not auditioning for a voiceover part, I'm just trying to explain what's going on here. Okay. Part 1, leap from, we've seen this. Business plans in progress, we'll have a look at that in a second. Demo of content marketing sites, we'll have a look at that. What does entrepreneurs say about how much a franchise should cost? How much does ours cost? $50,000. That is for 10 websites that we've spoken to other people about, and other web developers, and they say it will cost $1 million for them to do them. One website could be called CapeLuxuryVillas.com, could be any name our franchisee wants, would cost $630,000 to reproduce. 4 inbound marketing websites, content marketing websites, $160,000 each. 5 individual villa websites, $140 each. Now, why that adds up to more than $1 million? Once you've made one of these websites, it's easier to make the rest. Top 10 Cape Town villas. How any of the top 6 on any given day could be number 1. Therefore, if we were to make another top 10 website for our franchisee, they could really quite justifiably put they could put one property on top that they wanted to sell or rent more to get the mandate, and as soon as they sold it, they can drop it down. They can, as long as they're not putting something at the top that doesn't by rights be at the top, it's fine. Experience Africa. We're going to have a quick look at that. Villa Secrets search, we're going to have a look at that. Our web development costs versus competitor costs, we're going to have a look at that. Real estate contenders, international franchisees. So what do we got first? Business plan in progress. Well, let's have a look. It started with this plan back in February 2014. No, sorry. This plan. And the idea is to make a lot of websites, different franchises, and then do the same thing all over the world. Here was the original franchise concept. 50% of income goes to the franchisee, 25% spent on marketing, 25% goes to Villa Secrets and American Butterfly, which is pretty much in line with what we see here. 5 to 6% of all volume is what Entrepreneur says is the average franchise fee. When we drill down at this, we see the franchise fee, 25% of turnover, is about 4% of volume. So we're coming in at less than the average for that. But when we come to marketing, we are insisting on the same amount. And then when we say marketing, we're including things like live chat and a special live chat salesperson. So, it's marketing and sales. Okay, let's go back to the agenda. Okay, business plan in progress. Let's have a look some more of the business plan. These are all called S-World chapters because there's a previous website called S-World that has many chapters that led up to American Butterfly, and this sort of will be the a new chapter in that, or the book in American Butterfly. See, we're quite detailed business plan, 16 different chapters so far. If we look at the first one, there's some various stuff here. I've opened it already because it takes a while to load, and this was the very first sketch of Villa Secrets as an American Butterfly plan, as opposed to this original Villa Secrets plan, which was simply a plan to do Villa Secrets. Only about 5 months ago did the two projects start to become one. And look, I'm going to skim through it very quickly. We're just going to have a look at the amount of information. We've got 10, 11 remarketing, different website domains, property management systems. There's a lot of detail here. This was just a sketch. This was written very quickly as a sketch of how we're going to work it. There's some financials in it. There's some costings. That's 49 pages of sketch. If we look at chapter 2, one of these ones, I've opened it again so as I can open it quickly. So PMS, this was simply research done on property management systems. It's research well worth doing. We ended up coming up with villascloud.com, which is our own. It turns out that property management systems and property management software is there's no software for a villa rental company, only software for people who have villa portfolios, property managers. So, we're going to have to build our own and make it up from various leading sales software companies like Salesforce, HubSpot, Live Chat. Okay, let's get back to the agenda. Demo of content marketing sites. Okay, we've seen the entrepreneur. Okay, let's load this from the beginning. With any website, they say you have 8 seconds. 8. No, sorry, that's not the home page. You have 8 seconds to capture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on your 9th second you start hitting the good villas, and chances are now you're interested enough to watch the rest of the slideshow. It's going to 5, the villas you're like, wow, and it's so quick that you can't actually read everything. But it's just about, catching that initial attention. And then, maybe they'll look at one of the menu options, Pentagon at number 1. Or maybe they'll scroll down and they can look at the same thing and have a little read up. Got more work to do on this. And they get to the bottom of the page, they see, oh, it's part of Villa Secrets. It's a part of the American Society of Travel Agents. It's a part of the PRS, which is a UK government-regulated ombudsman service, which if you are a letting company, we are a British company. So we have to follow British rules. We have to be a part of the National Trading Standards Estate Agency team, which is a part of the British government. All very official. Okay, let's have a quick look at how a villa looks. Let's look at the latest one. The information on the slider is not correct. Apologies for that. And this is a good example of a villa. We put this at number 2, and rightfully so. Yes, we see a different type of slider this time, with different type of animated effect, which I actually prefer. These captions are wrong. Sorry, we did this very hurriedly on Friday. And you see that it's sliding. You can watch more of that later. Here's the blog. This page is basically a blog page. It's the Villa page, but it's a blog page. We've done it like a magazine, and we've asked our magazine writers, our content writers, to write it magazine style. You see at the end, the owners works with Bill Clinton, and we see Bill Clinton's initiatives here. And, you know, there's an outside chance that our project, our Give Half Back project, Experience Africa, can be housed by the Clinton Foundation, which was actually a part of the original 4th book plan to make Experience Africa a lost leader, and to work with the Clinton Foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the Nelson Mandela Foundation. Sorry. Okay, what have we got? Okay. Let's have a look at this here. Any of those 6 could be at number 1, and they could do. Let's have a look at them on the home page. Go down. If you want to be on the beach, this is on the beach. So this is your bet. If you want a beach holiday, this is your number 1, and it's awesome. This video is awesome. If you want to be in Counts Bay, a lot of people do, and you want the spectacular style of Stefan Angeli, this is for you. If you want to, you know, be in a very, very expensive villa in Nettleton Road, Africa's most expensive address. And again, you want to be extravagant, this is for you. Oceana, very good. Serenity, amazing villa, but at an amazing price. If you're looking for the best value, this is number 1. If you want to relax, and sorry, there's no write-up for it. If you want to be in Hout Bay, which is where I personally choose to stay when I'm in Cape Town, but a lot of people prefer Counts Bay or Clifton, and you want a really relaxing stay in a mansion, this should be number 1. Again, if you want to be in Clifton and you want to, you know, wow and have parties, this is your number 1. So any one of these has the right to be number 1. We're going to put it all out there and get a lot of really competent judges to make a vote, so as we have confidence in the site, so it's not just my opinion, so no one can say it's rigged. But when we sell similar content marketing franchise websites to the franchisees, they can, you know, they can put any of these ones. If they want to get a mandate for this property here, they can say, hey, we're going to put you here, and we're going to market you as the number 1 on that site. And you know, that's, you know, it's not cheating, because that has the right to be at number 1. It's subjective. It depends what the, you know. Okay, Experience Africa. Quickly looked at first here. These are the proper. Well, this is what I've done for the homepage. A rather ingenious not-for-profit luxury travel company. When we get a commission of 10 to 40%. When we get a commission from 20 to 40%, 10 to 30% of that is given to conservation. 5% goes to marketing the specific venue that was booked. 5% goes to American Butterfly. We are hoping that we can have this as a official not-for-profit charity that does not pay tax. Currently, we don't pay tax anyway, because the outgoings are only my salary, which is less than £800 a month. But if you wonder how I do that, I live with my parents and I have no social life. That's how I managed to put 90 hours in a week. So that means, and our VAT threshold. So at the moment we're not paying tax, and we don't have to. As soon as money starts coming in from this, though, we will. And seeing as it's a charitable venture, I don't see why we should. Let's have a look. This is what we did in 1 day, 1.5 days. This whole website that you see when you load it up, this is what we can do in 1 day. And you see it's a bit scrappy here. You know, we were rushed. Not particularly happy on that one. Actually, no, sorry, it was, yeah, it's sort of sort of one day of design and one day of putting the site together by Monifer. The whole cost, including the theme for us to produce this, so far is $160. And it's shaping out to be not just a, it's certainly the best looking Safari site you've got. We're looking for best looking website in the world ever. We've got to tart the logo up and do a little bit more, but the bottom line is it's really a picture delivery system, and there's few better pictures that people want to see than these beautiful creatures. I mean, look at that, it's gorgeous. I'd rather look at that than look at a model. I suppose you could have a site like this for Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Would also look quite nice. This is a bit of a shame, Lion Sands. We haven't got a, a lion picture, but we've got a lion here. We also created and did the copywriting in one day. The below the fold page, 10, 9, 8. And there's a lot of legitimacy to this, why these safaris are here. All of them, except Camp Jabulani, are the 9 most popular, except this one here. These are all the 9 most popular safaris according to Google. You can see more about that in my other video. I've worked with Carrie Hampton, who's seen 200 safaris, probably seen more safaris than anybody else, so she's had her say, and I've just tweaked it just a little bit. Okay, let's get back to the agenda. We've seen enough of content marketing sites. Okay, let's have a look at Villa Secrets. Okay, let's go back. And let's go back. Okay, this has been a secret. We're going to make this look a lot better. You can see we tried to do some nice HTML, but all this menu stuff is terrible. We need to simplify it, and we're going to make this a lot better. We're working on it now, but we're producing the designs we want in WordPress, and then we're copying it to PHP and HTML. The important thing here is the search facility, which would take another company a long time to do. So you can immediately find 52 villas. All these are available. You can take a live chat person with no experience other than doing content marketing. Our live chat people are all going to be writers who man the live chat, and they can guide a customer through this. They will certainly know the top 10 villas. They won't know these villas so well. When it comes to taking a villa franchise for an estate agent, trying to make them a villa rental business, it will be easy for them to drill down and find what villas are available for their clients very quickly. Here you are, these 3 available. And, over time, the idea is to obviously build up a big stock of exclusive villas. That's the whole point. But this is, it's a good start. A lot of technology went into this search. It's not easy, I can tell you. You won't find this on any other website in Cape Town. Let's have a look at the agenda. Our web development versus competitive costs. Okay, I am perfectly happy for anyone to test this. In fact, the thing is, I don't want to test this because I don't want to waste anyone's time. I looked at 4 web development companies, and I asked them what their costs were per hour. And 3 of them didn't come back to me. One of them said for a project, I said it was a 1,000-hour project. They said that was too much for them. The one that came back, which I think was number 1 in the top 10 companies in a website I saw, they came back and they basically came in at $125 per hour, which sort of makes sense because to hire in the US, to hire a decent programmer is going to cost you about $60 per hour for them, and they're going to mark it up double. Of course they are. They've got rent to pay, they've got to make profit, they've got all stuff. Okay, so we asked for Villa Secrets. Costs to make Villa Secrets look nice in HTML and recreate it and its database on Cape Villas. We said it would take at least 1,000 hours. When we did our figures, it's going to take 1,280 hours. And you've seen how good our work, how fast we work and how good we work. And another good way of looking at us is our cell phone app for Villa Secrets. Okay, so basically it's going to cost us to do this, and proof is in the pudding. Look at Cape Villas in 3 months' time. I'll look at Villa Secrets in 3 months' time. Cost for us $10,000. Costs for the top agency $160,000. We are working at a 6% cost. This does not include any of my time. My time is at the moment given free. Obviously, if I was including my time and I was charging at a US rate, it would cost more. But at the moment, my time is my own and I can do with it what I wish. Cost to create world-class mobile site that looks like an app connected to a booking system. This cost us $5,400. It will be finished in about 2 weeks' time. You can see it in its working progress right now. It is as good as our competitors, who are, our international competitors. We looked at Zoopla, Rightmove, the two biggest estate agents in the UK. How much would they spend on a mobile app? It's not even an app, it's a mobile website. It looks like an app. They would probably spend $72,000. We looked at luxury retreats. They would probably spend $72,000. We looked at HomeAway. We just spent £1,000 advertising on HomeAway, and HomeAway have 1 million villas, so they get $1 billion a year in, or not actually that much, but because they're not all that expensive. But they make a lot of money. They're going to spend more than $72,000 on their app and on their app. They made an app and a mobile website. Their mobile website isn't as good as ours. Their app is is a little bit better. But look, it cost us $5,400. You're not going to find any top agency who's going to look at what we've done and say they can do it, because it connects to the booking system for less than that. Our cost to create XML and API connection with My Booking Pal and integrate it into a CMS. Our cost was actually double this because it took a long time, because they had a lot of problems at their end. Very bad communication. So I said it's cost us $7.5. Actually, it cost us more time, but that's how much it would cost us to do it from scratch. For us to connect to another API, a stable API, would probably only take us a month. But this one took us 6 months. A top agency would have a lot of the same problems that we had. They get a lot more respect and probably get a lot more feedback. But it would still take 800 hours, and that's $100,000 there. Cost to create additional items, including world most advanced sitemap and SEO tools integrated into the CMS, plus advanced page CMS. That's so as we can make the pages that we saw in the top 10 Cape Town villas into our master website. Our cost $8,700. Top agency cost $200,000. Cost to create blog and auto update to over 100 social network pages, plus RSS feed, plus blog syndication, plus email system, plus live test, plus Kissmetrics, plus Salesforce. Rough estimate 800 hours. So our total costs And this is basically the Villa Secrets website as it will be in about 3 months' time. And we are making a copy of that website for the franchisee. It has cost us $31,000 to do it. If they wanted to get an agency to do it, they're looking at, and there's only so many agencies can do it. Over $500,000. Okay, let's have a look at the top 10 websites, the social media websites. Now, the WordPress, as I said, literally, this whole website that you see here with the top slider costs us $160. So WordPress is a very simple to use, but it's this. Cost to create the blog, auto update onto over 100 social networks, RSS feeds, blog syndication, email syndication, live chat, KISS metrics, and Salesforce. That takes a lot of time. When we do one blog, that one blog goes out to 100 social network pages. The amount of shares we get from that, maybe that blog will be seen 1,000, 2,000 times on social networks. We're hitting it to every single, the amount of research that has to go into just working out who you can send it to, who you can link it to, who you can't, which auto updates work. There's a lot of work got in there. 800 hours we've put. We're going to spend more than that by the time we finish, but 800 hours, our cost, agency cost to create the web design and functionality. Now, the reason this only took us a day to do is because we'd already done it for Cape Town top 10 villas, and previous to this, we'd already done the same thing for a website for my dad, Epsom Photography. So we'd already done all the hard work, and once we've done the hard work, we can easily copy it. So this costs 272 hours, for making top 10 design and all the functionality. Cost to create the content, the copywriter, in-house for 320 hours. That's a lot of content. It's a content marketing website. This isn't just immediately. This is sort of over a year. One blog a week. Cost. We've gone from $125 to $80 for the top agency in-house content writer. Okay, so that's $8,400. It costs us, top agency, $159. Individual villa or safari website. It's going to cost exactly the same to do the blog and the 100 social network pages as it does on one as it does on the other. Each time, that's a hell of a lot of work. And there's not a lot of people even understand why they're doing it or how to do it. This is sort of research done into content marketing, inbound marketing, and the best ways to automate things to make the most out of each blog. Cost for us, cost to make the website, cost to create content, not quite as much content. $7,140 from an agency. But not a lot of people are going to spend $140,000 on an individual villa website. I'm not saying they would. I'm just saying that's how much it would cost. So we'll look at the total cost for 10 websites. Here we go. Cost us $100,000. Would cost us $100,000. That's if we had to do it all from scratch. Now that we've done it all, we can reproduce that for about $50,000. That's why the first one we're doing is $50,000. We're working at cost price, and we're not including my time. You're talking a lot of my time is going to go into this, and it's all for free. In rands, it cost us 1.3 million rands. In pounds, it cost 65,000. The top agency, if they were to do each one from scratch would be approximately 190, just under $2 million. However, if a top agency were to be given this project as a whole to do, these 4 websites here would not cost $159,000 each. They would do one, and then after that it would only cost them about $30,000 to do the rest. Same here. These 5 would not cost 140 each. They'd do one, and the other ones would cost about, less each. There's still you've got to pay for the content writer. That's always going to be there. So look, quantity discount, $1 million. So that's how much it's going to cost to make. It would cost to buy these websites if you wanted to really invest big in having a really good content marketing website strategy that backs up your money site. And basically that's what the $50,000 franchise fee is for. That $50,000 franchise fee, we're going to make that amount of websites for it. After we've done the first one, we'll probably put the franchise fee up to $100,000, or we'll half the amount of websites that we're making, but preferably put the franchise fee up to $100,000 and justify it, because we'd have done so much more research that our sites here would be more. And also it's a tenth. This is a 20th of the price. 10th of the price. No, 20th of the price. Okay, let's look at the agenda. I might be boring people. Real estate contenders. pamgolding.co.za, Sotheby's Realty.co.za, dogangroup.com, Seif.com. All are powerful companies in Cape Town. Pam Golding are the company we are first approaching. Why is this? The reason is because if we're looking at investment, which we certainly are, or if we're looking to just justify our strategy, I have already been working with Sotheby's. Sotheby's approached me in 2010. We did a deal. We even made them a website, African Concierge. D&G, 2002, made a deal with Denise to run her villa rental agency. And Seif, 2009, did a deal with their managing director, Ian Slott, to run their rental agency. But I didn't have a plan other than you guys rent our villas. Now I've got a very, very 5 years worth of plan and a kick-ass bunch of websites. But because I've already worked, these people have all asked me to work with them. It makes it, if they then were to buy in to my ideas, to American Butterfly, to Villa Secrets, to the content marketing concepts, people could say, yes, but the only reason they bought in is because you had a prior work. They'd already wanted to work with you. You just came with them. Pam Golding approached them first in 2002, before we were a rental company, when we were just a web development company with our virtual tours, and said, do you want to use them? And they said no. They said they loved them, but they couldn't afford them. And we also, I've approached them 2 more times, and both times I've been blocked by their media department, who didn't seem to want to let me. I basically have never had a way to get to Pam Golding or Andrew Golding, who are the owners and the son. How am I going to get to them this time? Well, I've got about 200 Pam Golding employees on my LinkedIn, and I think I'm going to make a video and send it to every single one at the same time and say, look, hey, talk to me. Okay, if it doesn't work with Pam Golding, then these 3 will be given, well, I don't know, maybe I'll go to Denise. Denise did send flowers on Sienna's funeral. Maybe I'll go to Denise. But the trouble is, Denise already has a very strong rental department already, and there could be a conflict of interest. What we want to do to Pam Golding, they don't have a strong rental department. They do rentals, long-term rentals, they don't do short-term rentals, to say, and they probably never really thought about it that much. It's a lot of hassle. A lot of organisations say, look, we have got the system, but it's not about the rentals. The system is about us getting mandates. All about getting mandates. That's why we build the top 10 websites, so we can put the ones we want the mandates at the top of them. Not on my particular one, because that's going to be run by judges, but their own ones. And there's a lot of, there's a whole, we saw the business plan. There's a whole load of stuff to do with getting mandates. There's, we've got a database of 1,200 people. We can build websites for the individual villas. There's a lot of reasons why people should give us mandates, and we're going to be testing that theory over the next 3 months before we approach Pam Golding anyway. Let's have a look internationally. If we make a deal with Pam Golding, it sets a precedent that we are worth investing in. A franchise, someone's going to pay $50,000 for a franchise. It puts us on the map. We can also join the British Franchising Authority, become a little bit more authoritative there. Internationally, the first company we're looking at is Sotheby's. No, I'm actually not going to go into that. Sotheby's in Hawaii, Sotheby's in Turks and Caicos, Sotheby's all over the place. Destinations, where are they? There's a lot of places I want to go to that have a lot of villa searches and a lot of villas that cost a lot more than the villas in Cape Town. Well, look, I'm not going to, you can look at this website. Same with Christie's Real Estate. They're going to have some options. Spoken to the president of this company. Very, very nice chap. This is a different one because this is a villa rental company, not a real estate agent. And, we're trying to work out how to do it without a conflict. But specifically, they've got up. Actually, here's another company that's same deal. Got a lot of villas in the Caribbean. Want to be doing deals with these two companies, and we want to be doing a deal with this company, Vacation Roost. I'm not sure what came first, Vacation Roost or Hawaiian Beach Rentals, but if possible, we'd like to work with them. We have spoken to them, but we didn't get much of an answer. But they've got an amazing stock of luxury villas in Hawaii, all online, and it's the best online portfolio anywhere in the world of luxury villas, second only to possibly their other portfolio in Mexico and the Razor portfolio in Cape Town. As far as online villas is concerned globally, there's not a lot. Okay, we have got to the end. Let's have a quick look at the agenda, see if there's anything I missed. No, I think that's it. I will say goodbye. Thank you.